Raceview Network's Inside is sponsored by the American Quarter Horse Association and by the Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association.
Hi, and welcome to Raceview Network's Inside. I'm Taylor Van Beber. The prestigious Remington Park Spring Quarter Horse Meet has 20 graded stakes events. Over the next 2 months, we will be previewing the schedule's biggest races. Coming up on our Inside series are looks at the Oklahoma Futurity on March 25th, a Grade 3 race for 2-year-olds at 300 yards. April 1st is the Grade 1 Leo Stakes for older horses at 400 yards. The Remington Park Futurity tops the card on April 22nd. It's a 330-yard test for Oklahoma-bred freshmen. On May 14th are 3 regional racing challenge events. The winners are eligible to go on to the Challenge Championships in October at Prairie Meadows. On closing day of the meet, it's the Grade 1 Remington Park Invitational Championship. Older horses run the classic distance of 440 yards. Also on June 3rd, the crown jewel of the RP Spring Meeting, the $1 million Heritage Place Futurity. Won last year by DuPonte, the Heritage Place Futurity is a Grade 1 event at 350 yards. But coming up this Saturday is the Grade 3 Oklahoma Futurity. Trials were run on March 11th. Horses with the 10 fastest times comprise the field for the $525,000 final. Now let's take a look at some of the runners as we go inside the Oklahoma Futurity. Trace of Elegance was a 3/4 length winner of his trial, while setting the 6th fastest time of the day. Owned by James Sills, Trace of Elegance is trained by Eddie Willis. Jimmy Brooks had the ride in the trial. Look for him to return aboard Trace of Elegance in the final. Hailing from the Luz Shavira training stable is PYC Fun and Fancy. The colt won the first trial of the day and ended up with the 2nd quickest time to qualify for Saturday night's Futurity final. Owned by Jose Guzman, PYC Fun and Fancy had Daniel Torres in the saddle for his trial.
Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association encourages the breeding and ownership of Oklahoma-bred horses, promotes and protects racing opportunities in the state, and represents our members' interest at the state capitol. Learn more at oqhra.com.
Continuing with our look at Oklahoma Futurity Qualifiers, meet Stephanie Sanchez's Crashmaster. This colt was one of 3 2-year-olds to qualify from the 2nd trial race on March 11th. He posted the 4th fastest time of the day. Trained by Stacy Charette Hill, Crashmaster had Jorge Torres in the irons. From the same trial comes Chasin' My Desire, another from the Luz Shavira stable, to make the Futurity cut. The colt's recovery from a troubled start is noteworthy here. After almost stumbling to his knees, he corrects himself with assistance from jockey Daniel Torres and runs a straight path to the finish line. His final time ranked 3rd among the 10 finalists. Chasin' My Desire is owned by Sammy Manick. The top qualifier and horse to beat in the Oklahoma Futurity is Sherry Gilmore's homebred filly, I'm a China Rush. Trained by Guillermo Valdivia, she was the decisive winner of the 2nd trial on March 11th, the same race that also produced qualifiers Crashmaster and Chasin' My Desire. With Larry Payne aboard, I'm a China Rush broke on top and opened up a 1.25 length margin over the 300 yards. When it was all said and done, I'm a China Rush had set the top mark of 15.229 seconds. We recently had the chance to speak with owner Sherry Gilmore about the star of her racing stable. How early did this filly show her talent as a runner?
Oh, probably about 8 months when she decided to show she could beat everybody else. But it really showed up when we separated. We're running 5 of Russia Goes babies this year. And we separated the 2 fillies from the 3 colts, and they were on either side of the fence. And she would challenge them, and they would run up and down the fence. So they're a pretty good indication that she had a little attitude to go with that heart.
So after winning the 2nd heat of the trial, what was it like sitting out for 15 races, waiting to see if she would make that top 10?
It was a long, long day, and I kept sitting there marking them off and thinking, okay, she's still in. And we were just praying and hoping and doing everything that you do. I used to think that I'd get over being nervous and, that I would get used to it. There's no getting used to it. It's just so much fun. I catch myself, I'm jumping up and down, I'm screaming. I know I pierced the ears of several young men beside me the other day, but that's horse racing.
We're back after this short break. Stay with us.
You're not just my horse. You're my family. I may hold the reins, but you hold my heart.
Raceview Network's Inside is sponsored by the American Quarter Horse Association and by the Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association.
Sherry Gilmore's I'm a China Rush leads the field in the Grade 3 $525,000 Oklahoma Futurity. The race headlines Remington Park's card this Saturday, March 25th. I'm Taylor Van Beber for Raceview Network's Inside.